The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
I will read the Gospel of the Memorial of St. Martin. When the Pharisees heard that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees, they gathered together, and one of them, a scholar of the law, tested him by asking, "Teacher, which commandment in the law is the greatest?" He said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the greatest and the first commandment. The second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. The whole law and the prophets depend on these two commandments." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Many of us already knew who St. Martin de Porres. I personally, like I said, some of you already heard my story. I wanted to become a saint before I wanted to become a priest, because I grew up in a very poor family. Particularly in my village where I grew up, two saints are exposed to us all the time, Martin de Porres and St. Therese, the little flower. As you know, these two saints became saints in their own little way. And that's why it gave me not just insight, but motivation to do it, to become a saint. And for me though, Martin de Porres, the way he became saint, is so easy. And it was easy because he forgotten about himself. Even though that he was born to the free black woman and a powerful Spain, if you will, Spaniard, her father, which is a mixed race we call today, even though that he would love to become a priest. And he, of course, that time, Dominican order couldn't ordain him or accepted him to become a priest. But when he was a little young boy, his mom already taught him or sent him to learn something about, medicine. He was a barber. Today I love cutting hair. I cut hair as my hobby for my siblings, and then I cut hair in my seminary. But he did everything that he could to serve the poor, to serve God. And so today the readings are so suitable for this saint. He humbled himself. He obedient to the point, die on the cross. Think about it. That is Jesus. And also that is Martin de Porres. He didn't compete with the world. Even to the point that the Dominican order at that time kind of like bankrupt, if you will. And they had to sell almost everything, including chalices, everything. And he volunteered himself. "Father, sell me so that you can have something." Can you believe that? He loved God that much. He loved the church that much. He loved the poor that much. And so if I'm talking about Martin de Porres, I might sum up with maybe 4 things: humility, obedient, compassion, and service. If you want to become a saint, this is the 4 things that help us to be easily becoming a saint. And I think becoming a saint is not just hard, it's possible. And it's fun. And everything he's doing is to serve God, because he loved God so much and he loved others so much. And so we pray today, my brothers and sisters, that's not just young people, old people, black, white, Asian, doesn't matter. We need to love God that much. And we need to love others that much. I listened to Father Ronald Rothheiser, as you know that he appeared in our Catholic commentator every time. I listened to his talk today about truly loving yourself. He said, we are not just citizens of this country, United States of America. We are citizens of the world. That's a very beautiful phrase. We not just worship God of our Catholic God, we worship God of all nations. And so we need to belong not just one nation, but we belong to the whole world. Not just 2020 generation, but we belong to eternity generation. And that is who we are. And that's where we go to and who we belong to. And so today, let us open our horizon, even to raise our goal a little bit higher than just today and for now and for this Louisiana or any state of our United States of America. Let us open our hearts, our minds, and our soul so that we can love that much. And I believe we can love so much. Just empty ourselves like Christ, obedient to the authorship of God. Respect the beauty of God. Each one of us is created out of love, for love, with love. So beautiful. So that we need to see beyond the appearance, because our God is beyond our imagination. So we need to challenge ourselves to not to grasp, like Bishop Lucas they say today, don't grasp with our own narrow-mindedness, but open ourselves to love. Love unconditionally, abundantly, beyond our family, circle of friends, and it's amazing, fun ways to live. And so let us continue our life today, believe and confident in our country, in our history, in our leadership. Whatever happened today, tomorrow, trust that God will bless us. Work with our leaders, work with one another, and not just for ourselves, but for the whole world. Amen.